All right. Welcome, everybody. So let's just do a quick summary of everything we did last week. This is our second week together. So last week we really started Shaar HaBitachon, and we gave a little bit of an introduction. We said what's the difference between bitachon and emunah, both things, words that people use all the time. We said emunah is belief, bitachon is practical. That's the actual reliance of Hashem in your practical life. And so then we saw Shaar Bitachon, he speaks about the different spiritual benefits that a person has when he has Bitachon. And so last week we said the first benefit of Bitachon, first spiritual benefit that somebody has if they have Bitachon is to have what he uses, the words he calls is menuchas nefesh, like tranquility, the ability to just have sense of calm, because you rely on Hashem. And when you place your reliance on Hashem, then you're able to trust him. And we also said that if you rely on something other than Hashem, then God actually removes his divine assistance from you and tells you to rely on that which you're placing your trust in. And so that's whether that's somebody else or that's your own wealth. And we know that those things are limited because they're humans as opposed to a Kadosh Baruch Hu who's not limited. And then we started talking about the second spiritual benefit of bitachon. We'll continue. We'll start again talking about the second spiritual benefit of bitachon. Um, we'll go from there. So the second spiritual benefit of bitachon. This is a little bit of review. Umeihen shaboteach ba'alo kim yavienu havtach so alav shelo yavod zulasa. When one trusts in Hashem, his practice of relying on Hashem will cause him to not be subservient to anyone else. V'shelo yikav leish v'lo yichal livnei adam v'lo yavdem leishratzos alayim. And so he'll not hope for help from anybody else, and he will not see a need to serve other people, to try to gain favor with them. V'lo yachanif lahem. You're not going to flatter them. V'lo yaskim imhem b'vli avodas Elohim, and you're not going to acquiesce to them when their ways are different from what it takes to serve Hashem. You're not going to be afraid. You're not going to be intimidated by them. You're not going to be afraid to confront them. On the contrary, if you rely solely on Hashem, you'll be able to throw off these heavy garments of other people's favors, and you'll be able to throw off this burden of thanking them and the obligation to repay them. If they do wrong and rebukes them, he will not need to be so cautious with their pride. If you need to humiliate them, he will not be ashamed. You're not going to varnish their falsehoods for them. And he quotes a pasuk from Yeshaya that from Hashem helps me, therefore I was not humiliated, therefore I made my face as hard as flint, I knew I would not be ashamed. So what's this second spiritual benefit of bitachon? It is that you don't need to win favor from other people, and you can be a genuine person. And Shaar HaBitachon, Chovos HaLevavos, he quotes additional psukim to prove that. We're not going to go through all of them. He quotes pasuk from Yechezkel and from Yirmiyah to prove this again. The second benefit of bitachon, it spares a person from being subservient to others, freeing him to dedicate himself honestly to Hashem's service and to be fearless in confronting those who sin. Now we move to the third spiritual benefit of bitachon. Mehen, we'll start this, and the third benefit is sheboteach be'elokim yivienu bitchono lefanos es libo minyane olam. His bitachon will bring him a feeling of security, to clear his mind from worldly matters, uliyachi lavavo linyane avoda, to focus his attention on matters relating to service of Hashem. V'yadoma b'menuchas nafsho v'rochav libo miot da'agaso linyane olmei leval ha'achlima. In fact, his bitachon will make a person so content and relieve him of worry so much that will make him serene and relaxed mind, and he'll have so little worry it'll be like an alchemist. What's an alchemist? So this is a concept that Shaar HaBitachon is going to continuously go back to. The person of the alchemist, who's a person who he explains who yodea lahafel hakesav azav and achoshes v'abdil hakesav yedei chachma u'maisa. It's a person who knows how to convert silver to gold or copper to tin. To silver using scientific knowledge and technique. In short, it's a person who can basically print money. Imagine a person who could print money and can create money using science. So that person is typically thought of as a person who has the little worries as possible. So Shaar HaBitachon says that if you have bitachon in Hashem, you're going to be so free of worry, you'll be similar to an alchemist. Okay, so we'll stop there. Everyone should have a great day.
Thank you, Roy.
No, it's real.